Good afternoon, Chad Webb, Trailhead Christian Counseling. I'm coming at you from the Glacier Trail System, Buckhorn Traverse. It's unbelievable. This trail right here comes right along here and comes up to this rock. And this is a rock that I've been sitting on and just kind of praying and practicing my solitude. I'm here to continue the series of practicing the solitudes of discipline, worship, prayer, and fasting. I'm learning a technique here. It's called mindfulness. And as a secular counseling class that I'm taking, mindfulness basically, it's got kind of a bad rap because it makes you think about meditations and things that kind of lead you away from leaning on God. But in reality, it's a great technique. And if you're anchored to the rock of Christ, Jesus is the rock of my salvation. He's the cornerstone. If you're anchored to the rock, you can actually apply this principle and make it a kingdom technique. So as a clinician, I heard a guy quote another speaker that said that in order to be relevant to this world that's ever changing, and in order to be a minister or an evangelist that's relevant, we have to be anchored to Christ the rock, but geared to the time. So we have to change the technique a little bit. So mindfulness is like, it makes you think about Rafiki on the Lion King sitting crisscross applesauce, humming quietly and just relaxing and calming. But mindfulness really, even in psychotherapy and psychology, encourages a client to, it's not always relaxing, it's really confrontational. It's a lot of times the things that somebody is struggling with, you sweep them under the rug. It makes you, and as a client or as a shepherd, you encourage the client that you're working with to confront these things that they normally run from, and then bring them back to the here and the now, which is usually where the breathing comes in. You know, what do you feel? You're back upon the seat of your chair, your feet on the floor, and as a believer, it's casting a line in your brain to capture those thoughts that lead you astray, that are confrontational, that bring trauma or make you feel uneasy, and you reel back the mind and you redirect it, because your mind's always thinking. That's normal. Even thinking is a thought. You reel it back to the here and the now, for in him I live and move and have my being. On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. Be still and know that he is God. And as a believer, that's a great practice of mindfulness in the discipline of solitude. So I thought that'd be helpful today. Again, we are available for you, trailheadchristian.com. If you call, we will field that and find the best fit for you. Might not be me. There are plenty of other talented clinicians that are trained and available. I'm glad things are loosening up in the society and in the world, but just choked on my own spit. There's still a lot of unrest, and a lot of the soul is just unrest, and people are responding to things, as you know, in an unhealthy way. So we're still here for you. We're still in the middle of it. Look forward to hearing and reaching out to you. God bless you, and stay in Christ the solid rock.